Good morning, Standard 10 Subject English. Today we will learn a new lesson 1.5 on page number 31. His first flight. His first flight. This is the name of the lesson. So, see on page number 31, I read at first. Listen carefully. The young seagull was alone on his leash. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the leash and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched around beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the leaf where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away. He failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, up, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his leash unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves uh, and how to dive for fish. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock, while his parents circled around raising a proud cattle. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him for his cowardice. So this is the part of the passage. See, the young seagull, a small bird, live on sea, was alone in his leash, a narrow horizontal self-protecting from a wall or here a cliff. So his two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. In the early morning, they go away, and the seagull had been afraid to fly with them. He had no deer, and so somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to go away and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid and come back. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. And so the little seagull was afraid, and he felt certain that his wings would never support him, and so he was afraid and come back, and he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the leash where he slept at night. And even when he fell, each of his brothers and his sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, but they ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and they tried to fly away, and they have the courage to go away. Then his father and mother had come around, calling him loudly in a loudly harsh voice and scolding him. They were threatening to let him strike on his legs unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move here and there. He was always afraid. And so, in next paragraph, that was 24 hours ago. Means since then, nobody had come near Seagull. And the day before, all day long, he had watched only his parents flying about with his two brothers and sisters and perfecting them in the art of fighting. They teaching them how to skim moonlightly just above a surface here the sea, the waves, and how to dive for fish. All the art their father teaching them. And he had in fact seen his older brother catch his first a soft finger sea fish and standing on a rock while his parents circled around raising a proud, loud voice. And on the morning, the whole family had walked about here and there. And so, midway down, the opposite clapped taunting him for his cowardness. For his cowardness means lack of courage to face danger. Lack of courage to face danger. So, this is the explanation of the passage. We stop here.